Alafia, my dear seekers and darklings. And now, for this one, this is going to be in English. I'm going to say the same, basically talk about the same things as the one in Spanish. But as I was saying in the report in Spanish, this is looking like, at least the way that things are shaping up, it's looking like these reports are going to be a lot shorter going forward. I barely have material to talk about. And especially this moon, I feel like not a lot of important or interesting things that are new happened during this new moon solar eclipse, even though it's a solar eclipse and there was all this drama and all the Neoplatonists were doing their Neoplatonic, light equals good, dark equals bad thing that they always do, and telling everyone that the energy's chaotic and intense. It's just the shadow of a giant rock. Chill. And it very much, I don't know about you guys, but to me it very much felt that way. It was hyped up like it was gonna be this big, massive, radical thing. At least in terms of the physical experience here in New York, we had a little extra shade at 3:30 in the afternoon for like 4 minutes. That's about it. It wasn't even a full solar eclipse, not really. But I digress. Getting into brass tacks, right? Into details of what the astrology for this new moon and solar eclipse in Aries was. This was very much about finding a new way to define ourselves and finding this alignment, revealing what our emotions around independence, around ourselves, around our initiative, around our use of aggression, around how we assert ourselves. A lot of things should have come to the surface, should have been revealed. People pay too much attention to, a shadow is cast over the earth part, and not enough over the emotions are having a giant light shown on it. So let's approach it from there, right? Moon conjunct sun means that things that are of the moon, our emotions, our emotional identity, the way that we act and behave and relate to our home environment, our immediate family, especially our relationship to our mothers, gets illuminated. The sun, things that may have been hidden or unclear or fuzzy or ambiguous become stark and clear. Very similarly, since we had a conjunction with the North Node and Chiron, this might have very well come with a lot of insecurity or a lot of old pain from wounds that have not healed quite yet, and that might have been something that might have been an intense thing to sort through and deal with, but nothing in these transits really talked about this day of the eclipse being chaotic, especially, right? Because Mars conjunct Saturn, people might have wanted to act out but couldn't. That's Mars action, Saturn restriction. Action is restricted. So I doubt that much craziness was experienced or acted upon. Similarly, the planet of like surprises and the unexpected, yes, it was conjunct Jupiter, and Jupiter does multiply the things that it touches, but it's in the sign of Taurus, which is arguably the slowest sign of the zodiac. For a lot of you, this might have manifested as just you got one lucky break in the world of matter, and that was it. It came, it happened, it was fun, and it was over. Otherwise, right, you might have learned a few valuable lessons around your values or around what should be your values, maybe, in terms of who you're becoming. That is deeper, further reaching, bigger part of the process. We might have had a eureka moment throughout the day. But for the most part, most of the aspects of this new moon were pretty tame, to be completely honest. Other than, right, um, unlike a lot of other moons, I mean, there is something here about that the right thing to do, if we were to figure out the right thing to do, or if we were to be engaging in the right thing to do, it came naturally. It kind of just happened. We picked it intuitively and we just did it and it was good. It wasn't planned out with like this vision board and hyper logical. No, it was. We went with an emotional decision and it was nice and it was fulfilling. And that was good enough. Okay. But that being said, I don't want to take away from the fact that the sign that the sun, moon, Chiron, and the North Node were clustered in was Aries. So I want to say this: chances to argue must have been very abundant today, and it was presented in such a way, was shaped up in such a way that yes, there's something in there about not forcing things that maybe aren't working, but at the same time it's like, but if you find yourself in conflict, fight. Don't be nice. Don't do this kumbaya stuff. That's a South Node in Libra. That's literally what you need to do less of. Today was the day to argue. Today was the day to fight. Today was the day to get everyone out of the way using your elbows. Like today, that was definitely what today, how it should have played out. Okay, and if you found yourself about to be in a conflict and you back down, that's a missed opportunity. It's a shame. If instead, something important happened and you got confronted and you fought back and you stood your ground, well done. And with that, I'm hitting the same mark as I was in Spanish. I've basically discussed every single transit aspect of this new moon solar eclipse that happened today. Some of us might have radically redefined ourselves, our sense of identity, but for many of us it might have just been something that we felt and experienced and knew. Not something we developed, not something we meditated on. And true expression is gonna come later. So have a good 2 weeks. I hope to be posting far more frequently going forward. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to your engagement, to your comments, to your thoughts and questions. Ashe. If you liked this video, please remember to like, share, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family, share with anyone that you think might benefit from what I am discussing in the present video. If you have any questions or comments, by all means, you know that you can leave them in the comments, or if you want to book a personal session, you can do so via the link on my Linktree, which can take you to my personal website, or even more directly so, it's my personal booking system. I hope you enjoyed and learned from this video. Until next time.